What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Straight Outta Kimpton here. We're here with something different. State your name and your occupation.
My name's Gus Drummond, and I'm a Adignista player, I guess.
An Adignista duelist.
Yeah,
Better
that's
side
me.
business.
Yeah. Is there a Facebook page for Adignista?
If I know.
So, yeah, this is different.
Yeah, I mean, I play the deck because I like it, not necessarily because it's good.
That's good. That's,
And it's-
Granted,
has to
that
be
this is in
pretty-
front of me, it's apparently pretty good.
yeah, it must be good, right?
Yeah, well, against the meta currently, it does wonders because no one's fighting. I mean, Despia and Sword Soul. As far as hand traps go, not playing too many. Kaijus are just out of the question. No one's playing Underworld Goddess.
I was playing it.
Okay, one person playing Underworld Goddess, but you know, when you're at the lower table, it doesn't matter.
Bottom tables. Get it right. Table 500.
So yeah, should we get into
Yeah, let's get into the
card by card?
the spice, yeah.
Go through the main deck.
Main deck? I don't know how this is ordered because I didn't do it.
I didn't want to order.
I'm pretty sure this is still going to be shorter than the Dispute profiles where they explain every card.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 3 red, 3 yellow. How are we for center? We're doing good?
Yeah,
We're doing
it's good. It's good. You're the first person to actually put them the right way.
Oh yeah, I put them upside down. It took 3 people yelling at me to put them the other way, and I still put half of them. So.
Of course. But these 3 are, I don't want to say the best, but they are. You see any of these, they're from just full combo. 1 card, full combo. Lovely. After those, we've got 2 black and 1 green. If you see these 2 together, they are likely full combo. Additionally, if you see green and another color come across later, that is also full combo. There are many ways to get to full combo in this. Many of them are just 1 card.
It's crazy.
Very reasonable deck.
Very fair.
Next up, we've got the one-offs that are part extender, part negation. Where we've got 1 blue, 1 Doyon, and 1 Gachiri. Gachiri came up far too much, more than it really realistically should have. Saving from a Soul Blackout because Soul players can't read. But other than that, blue's just good to search off red if you've got everything else. Gets you to a 6 material arrival sideburst, which against most of the meta decks at the moment is just enough to win.
Okay.
Simply put. Next, 3 field spell. Card's broken. You can side one out if you want, because you're searching it anyway. But just having that insurance of seeing it in the opening hand, fantastic. Love it. Every time I saw it.
I ashed him twice on his thing, and he just drew it every time.
Every time. You don't play eye contact, that card's garbage. Even though it says draw 3.
Yep.
Just, no. Don't need it.
You only need the field spell.
Only need the field spell. Next up, 3 silent mining, and I guess we'll put it in the same place. 3 I meet you.
That was I meet you, dude.
I meet you. You reveal a monster in your hand or extra deck, specifically Cybursts, with 2300 attack, and then you add 1 from your deck to your hand and add Ignista with the same attribute.
Okay. So so like in the past you had to play a really brick.
You just put all the silent mining.
Yeah.
So 3 silent mining and then 3 yellow, 3 red.
Yeah. And this can send heat soul. Well, this can reveal
It
heat
can
soul.
reveal
Heat
Heat Soul.
Soul.
It can reveal Heat Soul. It can reveal access code.
It reveals all of them.
Yeah, Light Dragon. That's basically the only ones you ever need to see. Anything other than that, it's not really needed. You can technically play the Earth. I think I'd probably play the Earth over the Water and any other. If I was to do this again, because it only occurred to me today that you can reveal Transcode Talk to search the Earth. I don't know why I didn't see that before. As I've said in the last few rounds, I'm a big fucking dumb idiot who doesn't know how to play this deck.
Language.
I don't know
Language.
how I've made it this far.
Language warning. Fuck me.
Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. I'll give you a 10 afterwards.
we can't mark this for kids. Kids watching now.
Just bleep it out. It's fine. You'll sort it.
We'll fix that in post.
2 Reborn. Reborn's fantastic.
You had it for my crow every time.
I'd consider playing it at 3, but space is tight, sort of. Yeah, too tight to be able to run it at 3, I think. Even in some games, I was siding one out, because just in some situations, you don't necessarily need to see it in opener. It's just an extension. It's, again, insurance, just making sure that you actually get to your big boy, because that's ultimately how you win. After that, we seem to be at hand traps. So in this case, we'll just do them all at once. 3 Yash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, drop us more or less. And then 3 cross-out designator as well.
Okay. How was that to do?
It came up quite a lot, actually. Previously, when I played this deck at events, it has done absolutely nothing. Today, it has done a whole lot, especially with one card in our side deck, specifically a single card in our side deck, which we'll come to later on. But overall, hand trap lineup today was perfect. Forbidden Droplet was probably the star of the deck today. Just Sword Soul boards, you only need one card to start.
Yeah.
So you just send your hand, and everything's just, that's it. They don't have a turn. And then to round out the 40 main deck Harpies and a call by. Main deck Harpies came up a lot as well.
For mine?
For mine, in one game, and just for clearing. Like lots of Despia salad. Getting rid of salad back.
A lot of salad. A lot of salad.
A lot of salad.
Salad.
Yeah.
I just want to use my rage.
It's all the rage, isn't it? It's like all the rage.
In our round 2, I came across a what was it? It was like Floodgate Megalo Smasher Beatdown. I don't understand.
Welcome to Penrith.
But
Yeah.
you had Duster.
But I had Duster, and I had stuff in my side deck as well, which helped out a lot, and we pulled through. It was lovely. It was fantastic.
Lovely.
That concludes our main deck. Shall we move on to the extra deck?
We shall.
Where the real big boys are. To start this one off, Link Spider. I lied before. I actually did summon it once.
Did it do anything?
No.
Did you summon a vanilla from the hand?
Considering that whenever you're summoning this, you're only ever summoning it underneath your Arrival Cyburst. So the arrow is really useless. It doesn't do anything. The only real reason you'd use it is if you need an effect monster to link off, or if you need 1,000 attack. Which, funnily enough, did come up once, and I just didn't do it. But I wasn't punished, so we still won. It was still good.
Nice.
Must be nice.
Very nice. Next up, 2 Dark Infant. This deck would not be where it is without this card. I've been playing Agnista since it came out, when we didn't have this, and it was a mandatory, you see 2 cards, and you see your field spell. So it was essentially 3 card combos. This card makes it 1 card combos. It is ridiculous.
Search's field spell.
Search's field spell, it
Forces
moves,
hand traps as
forces
well.
hand traps, because you always have the field spell in hand because he's just good.
Yep.
And it moves to allow more space for one of your other boys coming up soon. But for now, we've got the saddest card in the extra deck, Cyburst Wicked. The only one without a holo print.
Aw.
Poor neglected boy, but he is very good. He's very crucial for the combo as he searches you, your green boy. Your negate to the graveyard. Fantastic card. Used to play 2 of it. Nowadays, the one's enough. Splash Mage fixes so many things. Speaking of Splash Mage, 2 Splash Mage. Splash Mage is amazing. Does not need to summon to a point it points to.
Points to?
It just summons wherever, as long as it's in defense. So
Darn links.
no link monsters, but like you can summon back Light Dragon.
That's pretty good.
Light Dragon's pretty good. You can summon back your Synchro. The Synchro is pretty good. Or you can just summon back combo pieces. Summon back Doyon, and then you link Doyon off, and you get that back to hand when it goes to graveyard. There's a lot that you can do with this.
Makes the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
It honestly does make the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Quite frankly. Whether that's Access Code or Arrival Cyburst, I don't know which one you're referring to, but
I mean, we'll get to it.
take that as you will. Got Update Jammer. I think it's in the same place we'll put this guy as well. These 2 really do go hand in hand. Realistically, kind of one without the other, and sort of with this as well. You don't necessarily need the transcode, because with your field spell you can just summon from hand, and then you got the 2 materials with Splash Mage, and then you go into your access code, and that's game. Update Jammer is fantastic. Used to not play it, definitely do now. Absolutely. The most useless card in my extra deck, Security Dragon. Yeah, this was for Nibiru, and I did not main deck Nibiru. Essentially with this, if you do use Nibiru and you're stuck with the Nibiru on your board, you can still do your normal summon, get your other boy from the deck, go into your Dark Infant to get your field spell, and then just link those 2 into this, and you can still combo off just fine. Just clears up everything, clears up your main monster zones. Lovely. Did not come up once.
I saw you summon it after you got nibbed.
Yeah, I summoned it after I got nibbed. At that point, I'd thrown the game sufficiently enough that it didn't matter. Would I cut this card? No.
Would you main deck nib to change things up?
Probably. I don't know. It would depend on how I'm feeling on the day.
Fair enough.
Next up, new card.
Best card in
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
all-
The best card in Yu-Gi-Oh.
So this is the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh, is it?
Hot soul.
This card's
Soul.
funny. I'm mildly annoyed on how much this card came up, honestly. Just the ability to pay 1k and draw and just keep drawing.
Just keep drawing.
I think you were so mad you just forgot to use it. Like,
Yeah, at one point I just
yesterday.
forgot to use it. I think I was scared because I saved it for too long, and by the time I think there was a relinked salad and a set. So I was just like, yeah, no, let's just save that. Don't want to
Don't want to lose it.
inadvertently lose it, yeah. But yeah, it came up quite a fair bit, and it's better than playing Fire Phoenix because Fire Phoenix does absolutely nothing, and plus it's a higher rarity. That's what
It is a
matters.
high.
Probably the best boy in the deck, in my opinion. He's a soul charge,
Soul charge on crack.
soul charge on crack, more or less. Essentially, you summon to a pointer, and he just summons things from your graveyard to his other pointers. But the best part is you summon this boy here, and he just moves himself out of the way. So you've just got
Yeet.
maximum efficiency in that. It's just... You don't need more than one. One's perfectly fine. If they stop you at this point,
You probably will
just pivot. Do other
do
things.
something.
Make it so.
Make it all, cry in the corner. Go X2 and drop. You do you. The game finisher, access code. I mean, I don't really need it. Yeah, I don't need to say anything for this boy. He's good enough. Put him over there. And then
The win con.
the win con. Most of the time today, we were summoning this guy with 6 materials. 6 materials puts him at 6,000 attack, and he is completely unaffected by card effects. The current meta does not play kaijus, so there is no realistic out for most people.
And
Is it time for people to play Borrow Sword?
I did have someone run over with Boral Sword. I can't remember if that was today or yesterday though. Everything's blurring together at this point. I haven't eaten in like 24 hours. Yeah.
you're in AI land. You don't need to.
The AIs are taking over, my dude.
Welcome to the metaverse.
I love this boy. Not only is he just pops things for fun
And gives you token.
and gives you tokens. He's unreasonable, quite honestly.
It's real G.
And Konami should definitely not touch this deck at all. And as for the last two to round it out, we've got the Light Dragon. This guy actually did come up quite a lot.
Really?
Yes, just a non-targeting pop plus a protection for all your dudes in the one package is surprisingly really good. And if another monster does damage while he's on the field, you just bring a Link monster back from the graveyard. For free. He's everything you could ever want and more. Plus he's 2300 light, so you can search the light one for the I Meet You. Very good to play. Don't cut this card. You don't have to play the Wind Pegasus though, because that one sucks, because you got this! Cyber's Quantum Dragon. This one, more or less, is protection against people making things that are bigger than 6k and trying to beat over you. Because while this is on the field, while you have a Link monster, your opponent can only attack this. They can also only target it amongst your monsters for effects. So essentially, I mean, the other one doesn't matter. You have an unaffected big boy. They're not going to be targeting, like, caring about monster effects anyway. So it's just the attack protection. It's good as well, coming second as well, because you can just make it, and it's something that gets its effect off being destroyed. Like, I think it's Masquerade, one of the NSW things. You just beat into that with this, bounce it back to extra deck, attack again, attack with a rival Cyberburst at 6k, and that's game.
Broken.
Card's very good.
Alright. Cider.
Side deck. So, start off with the dumb one. One Nibiru.
Yep.
Purely for cross out. There was a game where it did come up, and I actually Nibiru'd someone else. Nibiru beatdown, because I did not draw anything else. And then I finally drew something and I was able to win. I had like two cross out, two field spell in this. And we just managed to have the game long enough that it was fine. Card's good. Probably play more of it, probably main deck it, yeah. Make Security Dragon work. This was maybe a mistake, a 2D Crow. Not a mistake in the sense of playing it, but a mistake of not playing 3. This card came up so much.
So good, isn't it?
It's the best card with the best hand trap.
I admittedly do not really know what Despia does, but you remove Fallen of Albaz from their graveyard, and suddenly the deck doesn't do anything when they're trying to fuse. At least that's what my experience was today. You can also just remove other things from graveyard when they get targeted. It's DD Crow. It's self-explanatory. Remove the thing that's prevalent in the graveyard and you win. Next up, 3 Bell. Decided it in a lot, never used it.
Okay.
It was probably going to be useful at some point, especially against the last matchup of Striker. There was never the situation where it was necessary. I definitely wouldn't not play it, considering the meta, because it's a very good card. Just didn't perform at all for me today, unfortunately. 3 Twin Twisties.
Yeah, best card.
This card's really good. Didn't really come up because every time I had this in hand, I also just top decked Harpies.
Must be nice.
It's very nice.
Must be just nice.
Attribute that to what got me here, honestly. There were so many times where it was just a top deck Harpies and it was the filthiest thing I've seen, but it got me for where I am, so can't really complain. Just 6 more. We've got Triple Rivalry. Despia can't really play under Rivalry. A lot of other decks can't really play under Rivalry.
You can play under Rivalry.
I can absolutely play under Rivalry because the only cards that are not Cybos in my deck are hand traps. And I ain't summoning those things. No one wants to summon those things. The only thing it doesn't hit is Sword Soul, but there's so much other stuff to hate Sword Soul in here anyway, so we don't care. Speaking of hating Sword Soul, 3D barrier.
I think this was in every person's side deck today.
Everyone's playing it. Funnily enough, I don't think I ever actually activated it.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't end up mattering.
That's right.
But again,
God damn it, Neil. Ruined the profile.
Cheers.
Fucking cheers, man.
we're out.
Alright.
But I definitely always play this.
Yeah.
I mean, just look around what decks are playing. You got Fusion going rampant, Synchro going rampant.
It does nothing against your deck.
Nothing again. I mean, I'm Link Monsters. Oh no, they debarrier me. I can't summon my Quantum Dragon.
Oh, shit.
Make a 6-mat anyway.
Alright. Any shoutouts?
Shoutouts. I think I have to shout out my Twitch. It's
Yep.
twitch.tv/Seraneth. That's SERAANETH.
Put it in the description below.
Thank you very much.
You gotta tag us as well.
Will do. I don't play any Yu-Gi-Oh on Twitch. I'm actually mostly playing World of Warcraft myself.
Ah, they play too.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
We are progressing Heroic Jailer. If anyone's interested in watching that.
Oh, nice.
Again, link in
Do
the
you
description.
do any PvP?
No PvP. Not quite that exciting, sadly. Shoutouts.
Shoutouts to your guild.
Shoutouts to my guild, yeah. Team up Enigma and Amanthul. You guys are fantastic. You're the realist.
Yeah.
Even though you can be frustrating at times when you fall into fucking holes.
Yeah.
Sorry again, YouTube, for getting this demonetized, but I love you guys.
Fucking falling into holes. Stop standing in the fire, noobs. Alright, guys.
Massive shout outs to the guys at Good Games Top Right as well.
Yep.
Everyone who attends locals regularly.
When's locals at top right?
Locals are Saturdays at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
So if you're ever in the area, make sure you swing by. They are lovely people. The community is lovely.
Good.
We are very welcoming. It's a very casual environment as well. So if you're a bit newer, definitely a big recommend to go there.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Apart from that, shout outs to all of you guys for
Good
hanging around.
Good work.
and-
Congrats on the top. Thanks for playing Despia, dickheads.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks for everyone playing Despia and Sword Soul and things that can't outrival Cybers.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, Matter.
Bye.